So welcome back, and in today's video we'll be covering part 2 in my Battlefield 6 recommendation series. Today I want to talk about what I want the gameplay in Battlefield 6 to be, and also some concerns I have about it. In the early statements given out by EA for BF6, they stated that BF6 will be larger in scale, taking advantage of the new power of the new consoles. In addition to this expanding scale, recent gaming trends could cause potential problems for BF6. Gameplay is an area that has the potential to be BF6's biggest ally and should be a major reason for players returning to play the game week by week. So here's what I think are some good guidelines to follow that will lead to success. The first thing BF6 can do for gameplay is to make sure the bad gameplay elements of Battlefield 5 don't return. The most major thing here is attrition. I went into this in my BF5 review, but attrition basically limits how much health and ammo players can get, making them journey to resupply stations to restock health and ammo. After seeing attrition in BF5, it simply makes the game more frustrating to play by constantly limiting your health as a player. This is especially true for single players without squad mates that use voice comms, because they are less likely to receive health from teammates. Attrition killed the element of solo play that some players liked, so if attrition returns in BF6, it is going to take a lot of fun out of the game. DICE made a right step by removing attrition by allowing players to directly pick up health or ammo from medics or supports. Instead of waiting for the support player to throw you ammo, you pick up ammo from his person and be on your way. A good amount of medics and supports don't resupply their teammates, so this system allows that lack of player knowledge to be bypassed and should absolutely make a return in BF6. An area of improvement is to make the health and ammo be available no matter what a medic or support is carrying. Currently in BF5, you can only pick up health or ammo if a medic or support is using the health crate or ammo crate, not the pouches. So for Battlefield 6, ammo and health needs to be available to players for pickup, no matter the gadget, just to smooth out the gameplay even further. Another thing is that MMGs also need to be reworked to be more like the LMGs from previous Battlefields. Campy weapons don't help the gameplay at all, so just making the large machine guns more mobile would help a lot. Also for gunplay, while some may disagree, I feel suppression should not make a return to the Battlefield franchise. While some may argue the realness of suppression, taking control out of the player's hands about where the gun will shoot simply isn't fun, and will be an annoyance. For another LMG topic, the way the bipod was deployed was excellent in BF1, but horrible in BF5. The bipod system should be the one seen in BF1, where bipods were quick to deploy, and this will make the game smoother to play. As a final note, squad sizes should return back to 5 players, not 4. This larger squad size helps to fill out the versatility of the squad, and also keeps larger friend groups from splitting up. With that out of the way, Battlefield 6 can evolve the Battlefield franchise by focusing on more in-depth gameplay, and I primarily see this happening with increased communication between the players. There are a few ways I could see this happen, and the biggest subject for this would be the squads. Squads and the support squad mates can give one another enhances the Battlefield experience and really separates it from the more chaotic Call of Duty gameplay. A great squad with your buddies can transform a normal game of Battlefield into something special. In this regard, Battlefield 5 actually made 2 good steps for improving squad gameplay. First off, I really like the buddy revive system, and this is where your non-medic squad mates could revive you. Medics could still revive you quicker, but it was nice that you could get picked back up by your squad mates. Buddy revives actually encouraged helpful gameplay, unlike attrition tried to do. Also, you can directly communicate with your squad mates, as opposed to random medics, so buddy revives cleared up whether you wanted to be revived or not. Squad leaders also got more importance in Battlefield 5. In Battlefield 5, squad mates would earn points by doing actions like capturing objectives, healing and supplying teammates, and performing revives that the squad leader could spend on special power-up items. So while I am the squad leader, I can pull up my menu here and call in certain power-ups to help out my team. So here, I can call in a smoke barrage, and that can give you some cover as you assault an objective. Or maybe you can call in a supply canister, and that will drop a little canister that gives your teammates health and ammo. And then also, as you can see, you can call in a V1 rocket, there's artillery call in, and there's also special vehicles you can call into, like big tanks and tank destroyers and such. Now this system finally gave more importance to playing the objective, and it also helped to show the squad their progress of their efforts in the game, like in a massive V1 explosion. While this squad point system was a great right step, it can be improved upon. First thing is that non-squad mates should get more points when the squad leaders use the squad's points. As it is in Battlefield 5, squad mates don't get much in return for their efforts, but the squad leader gets a good amount of points. If squad mates could get maybe a fourth or a third of the points that the squad leader gets for calling in power-ups, it would make the squad mates' efforts feel more important. Personally, I believe taking squad gameplay even further would help to make Battlefield 6 an interesting game that keeps players coming back. This should be done by having increased communication with the squad leaders of a team. This sort of happened in BF1, where squad leaders could call out objectives and also see how many other squad leaders were focusing on the same point. As an example, take a look here. So here in game, while I am a squad leader, I can pull up my Powerups and I can choose objectives that I want my squad to attack. So right now, I currently have no order for which objective I want defended. Let's say I select A. There it goes, it's marked. You see that little 3 below there? That means that 3 other squad leaders are asking their squads to go defend A. So if I go switch to B,
keep this objective ours.
I can see 1 because I just marked that. So this allows me to see how many other squads are defending the objectives, and maybe if I should focus on some other points that might be neglected. I think if Battlefield 6 can improve upon this and have more in-squad communication between the team, it would make it more fun and just a more cohesive and interesting game to play. Now for potential Battlefield 6 gameplay, squads might be benefiting from the increased communication from a leak that claimed that up to 4 squads will be able to band together to form one larger squad. This large squad could make coordinated attacks or defenses, and I would guess it could also work if squad leaders could directly talk to one another. The leak also claimed that squads would only be 4-man teams, so hopefully that part is wrong. But this is a cool concept, and while I'm not sure if blueberries will want to follow commands, they don't have to, and this could be a great option for people who want to play more coordinated with the team. I'll have a link of the leak in the description if you want to watch. Next up, I want to cite Ghost Gaming's video about his vehicle launch for Battlefield 6, because he brought up a really cool idea that will evolve squad gameplay to another level. There will be a link in the description if you want to watch the whole thing, but in the specific part I am highlighting, Ghost recommended a viewer's idea, that squad leaders should be able to mark a location that airplane users should hit for a strafe run. This idea is pretty cool when you think about it, so I'll give it some support here. Imagine you are on the ground, being pinned down by a sniper. You bring up a ping or a marker that notifies a friendly jet fighter that this area should be strafed. Being skilled enough, the jet strafes the area, picks up a kill, and swoops away. The jet fighter gets to help out a teammate, the infantry is saved, and it's gonna look pretty damn cool cinematically. This kind of call-in would further develop gameplay by giving another option to play the game in a meaningful and fun way. And perhaps it could work by giving the jet extra points for answering an infantry marker. Same idea could work for tanks as well. Like if a bunker needed to be removed, an infantry could call in a tank's attention to it, and hopefully the tank would put a shell into the bunker. More increased communication would benefit the addition of more multi-person vehicles as well. In Battlefield 5, players in tanks and planes could mark pings that the other players in the same vehicle could see, even if the other players were in a different squad. This is a good system, but it can be taken to the next level by having a voice comm enabled for the vehicle. This would allow for more communication with random players, but this idea could also cause issues in the squad chat, so maybe an option to toggle between the vehicle and squad chat would fix this issue. This vehicle chat would also be very useful for tanks, but also attack helicopters, which are very likely to be included in Battlefield 6. Increasing the communication between vehicle and random vehicle users will help to make efforts more coordinated, meaningful, and can push the limits for what players can do. So hopefully vehicle voice chats will happen, as they will be a welcome addition to the franchise. For another potential cool idea for some different gameplay, consider this. I cite Reddit user Akela333, and what Akela proposed was that 3 teams can fight each other on a large map. This is an interesting idea that could work. It would certainly add new dimensions to Battlefield and main FPS games as a whole. Some positives could be deeper gameplay as your team holds off 2 enemies while coordinating attacks on both. Potential problems could be unregulated chaos that takes away from fun, or unbalanced vehicles and or team spawns. Maybe it wouldn't work so well, but certainly an interesting idea. So with that wraps up my Battlefield 6 hopes for gameplay video. Given how this video is running a bit long, I'll have another video out soon that goes over my gameplay concerns for Battlefield 6, so look out for that. But I hope you enjoyed watching. Please comment below so we can have a discussion about BF6, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, you're clear here.
Alright. Oh, yeah, I think we have it on this side. I think it's already up here.
There we go. That was clean. Got like 4 of them.